All right, what's going on? BSN for pros to the pros. Happy, is it Sunday already? It's Sunday, my man.
Yeah.
Time is flying by. How you doing, my man? It's been a while.
I'm good. Been working like crazy, just going crazy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
what have you been up to lately?
Well, since the last time we talked, I got my bachelor's degree and I graduated from Full Sail, but I went directly back to school and I've been working on my master's degree in digital media. And so I graduate October 3rd and with my master's degree. So besides that, I finished up the Pimpin' Ain't Dead movie, and instead of putting it on Tubi first, we did YouTube, and it went viral on YouTube. And then I got on Netflix. I'm on a show called Lincoln Lawyer, and I play a inmate that watches one of the main people get stabbed, and I'm just there for a few seconds. But that was my introduction to Netflix, and just signed a huge deal with Tubi where I got about 5 to 10 more movies coming to Tubi in the next few
Okay,
months.
good for you, my man. That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
I like from last time we talked. You were working on that movie Pimpin' Ain't Dead. Is that the Pimpin' Ain't? Is that was that right? And then you're working. I think that was
hmm
with was it Floyd Mayweather's dad? It was
that's the Bad Boxer.
the
Yep,
Bad
and
Boxer, and then this one had somebody. It
that
had
was on
somebody else in that
Tubi. Yeah, I have The Perfect Romance. It's a comedy, a romantic comedy, and then Someone to Love, and those are on Tubi.
Oh man, that's great, brother. That's great. And then so you're still in Las Vegas.
I'm in Los Angeles now.
You're in Los Angeles now.
Yep,
Oh
I've been
man.
here for about a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you reached out to me on Instagram, and they're like, you're like, hey man, you still doing interviews? I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm always gonna make the time for people that want to make time for me. I'm like, what about today? And you're like, sure, let's do 7 o'clock. Let's meet up. So I want to
Yeah,
see what you've been up to, man. That's good. And I saw
yeah,
we're talking about our friend book. I don't even
yeah.
want to know. I'm afraid, bro. Sometimes I'll tell you that. I don't want
Me
to.
too.
But
Me
they
too.
they be dinging me all the time too.
Yeah, yeah. So they took my Facebook down, like they just and deleted the whole thing. So I tried to remake a page, and they won't even let me use my name anymore.
No.
So I
Oh
had
my
to change
goodness.
my name to Earl Hempstead. That's one of my characters from
Oh
a
my
movie I
goodness.
did called Film School.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. I don't
So
know, man. These guys, I get ding. I was telling you, I get like notifications for stuff from like years ago. Like how? Why?
yeah,
Like why? And then they'll like I get now. I have some friends now that make sense that they create brand new social media pages, and they say
yeah.
that they're say that their engagement is doing better because of that. So I
hmm
get that. I don't know if I wanted to do that because I was like, I'm gonna see if I can bring it back. So I've brought
Right.
it back. I'm getting like I finally brought back my Facebook. It's on I'm getting monetized. Like it makes it now. I'm getting paid, and I'm getting made a lot of money. Like
Yeah,
I make like 90 cents a day if I post.
yeah, yeah.
That's like $1 a day. So you think
Dang, that's
about $1 a day for like posting a bunch, but it's like $30. And
yeah,
you don't want to make too much because all of a sudden if you start making money, they're gonna like they get the IRS form, start reaching
yeah.
out to you, So and then my Instagram finally cleared up too, but that was I don't know, man. It's been wild. So what projects are you working on now?
Yeah, so I'm in a movie called Ain't Grown Yet by Benji. She wrote a movie called Ain't Grown Yet. It's a drama. I play a club owner named Rock, and it's a story about a young lady that gets pregnant young, and she ain't grown yet. So I don't want to tell too much of the story, but that's what we're working on, and I've been doing these documentaries. I've taken a liking to go out and film in documentaries now, so I got about 4 of them I just did. We did a documentary called Downtown LA, the Wild Wild West. Then we got San Diego, a documentary about San Diego, and then we did a Hollywood Behind the Curtain documentary. I'm working on a Long Beach documentary right now, and I got about 4 more documentaries I'm working on in the next month or so. So
yeah, you're like super busy, man. How do you make the time for all the stuff that you're doing?
well, one day at a time. Yep. So
What time do you usually
I
wake
just
up?
around 6 or 7,
Yeah,
and then I attack my homework for 2 hours right away, just
yeah,
going ham. If you do 2 hours of concentrated work on something every day for 7 days, you're done. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Me for 3 or 4 days, and then I have the whole weekend off of school after that, because after 3 days of 2 hours a day, I'm pretty much done with anything they ask me to do.
Yeah.
So,
One of the things that I'm really curious about is with all the one of the you've made movies, you write movies, but you're able to like put together, get people together, right, and assemble a team or assemble people with your vision behind it,
yeah.
like how does one do that? I mean, that's just something where like, like you're like you're managing a bunch of people, but then you have to gather people to create something, create art. That's to me that baffles me. Like, how do you like create that? How does that happen?
Well, for me, I noticed that Hollywood was keeping people out. You know what I mean? Keeping people out. People will go audition and they can't get in the movie. They'll go audition one after other, busting their tail going to these auditions and not getting in the movies. Now they'll make you an extra with no problem, but becoming a star with a speaking role or a longer part, they're not giving that away easily. You know what I'm saying, or at all, really, unless you're a family member or something like that. So that created a niche market for me for people who do want to be in a movie and haven't had a chance. You know what I mean? So so I started marketing. Hey guys, if you want to be in the movie, I'll guarantee you a slot in our movie. And people started. I mean, they really like that idea that they can actually give it a shot. So a lot of people that are in big movies right now came through my basically Moe McCoy Film School, um, because I just take the people that I do get. Sometimes I don't get a lot of people. I might get 13 people, 20 people. One time I got 300, but it just every time whoever came, I made the movie with them. So it's
That's
just like team building.
damn, man. Team building. That's a team building skill. That's something that's impressive, man. I don't know. So like, I even it's kind of like you're managing different personalities too, right? Like people,
Yeah,
like there's like people, people got their own ways and views and how they see the world and how they act and how they
yeah.
talk.
I
Yeah,
could tell you a story about I was doing a movie in Missouri City, Texas, and they started drinking on the set. So one of the guys started talking to the women crazy, and one of the ladies in the movie, we were filming at her house. She had a shotgun, and she was gonna shoot this man. I had to figure out a way to get him away from those women and him not get shot. So what I did was I just grabbed him and I pushed him out the door and told him, bro, you too drunk. You can't be around here. And it was just in time when she came out with the shotgun. And so he was gone out of the way before she could even shoot somebody. So we're making a movie, but behind the scenes, we're people are almost losing their lives and stuff like that. Is like you said, people are being people when you're trying to make a movie.
Yeah, people are being people, and it's interesting. I don't know, like in the world today, I think people they're a lot of people just don't give a f. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like they're
Yeah,
not the like trying to understand people and compassion, and you'd be surprised nowadays. It's I think we are less desensitized. Like people just don't
yeah.
try to understand other people. Oh man,
When stuff like that happens, I learn too. So
yeah.
I learned how to okay, these people can't mesh with these people. I learned no drinking on the set. That is a major key now. You know what I mean? So that's basically the root of the problem was the drinking. After we get done filming, great, drink all you want, but during filming, no drinking. You know, uh, knowing what kind of personalities to match with each other and filming part. If you're not there to film, you're not on the set. So uh, learning right there, I started taking notes and saying, okay, next time, how do I prevent this from happening? I had to move forward from that. So it's just a learning curve. I've done about 68 movies now. So I've learned 68 different methods of making a movie.
And with the 68 methods of like, what is the one thing that like I would say like that if someone said, hey, like I want to make a movie, what would you tell them? Like what would you tell, like what's like say, hey, I want to make a movie, what do you give me some advice?
All right. So first thing they would need is a script. Once they have a script, then I could. That's where my job comes in. I make the script come alive. So they could hire me to help, or they can hire me to consult. And I have a process where I could produce a film in 10-hour days, and it's a whole lot of work, but we can do it. We can get it done. Um, my advice will be to just get your script ready. If you don't know how to make a script, they got new AI apps that'll whip you a script together. You can type in your story idea and say make it into a script, and it'll in minutes put you out a script. So I'm all for people just getting out there and making some movies. You know what I mean? And I would love to be a part of other people's movies as well, because my goal is to make 100 movies. I'm at 68 right now. Every time I make a new movie, it goes onto my counter, and I'll move forward. So when I get to 100, then I'm going to change my profession.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I want to be a pilot.
Oh, pilot. You want to
I
start
want to fly.
flying, like, yeah, you want to
Yeah,
start flying commercial or like
yeah,
just,
commercial. I
yeah.
want to get people safely to where they're going. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
commercial. That's good. That's a good. Like, would you do international or would you want to do like local?
Oh, I do everything. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere.
That's interesting. I didn't. That's a new thing about you. I didn't know. I
Yeah,
didn't know you
I
into
love to fly.
aviation. You
I've
into
been flying
aviation.
since I was
Yeah,
a kid.
that's
So
wild. Yeah, that's wild. That's
I've
cool,
always
man.
wanted to be the one who is doing the flying.
Yeah, yeah. You want to see what's going up there. Do you like that movie Catch Me If You Can? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
That's a funny movie when he's in the plane. He's like,
Yeah, yeah.
he's like, that's a funny movie.
Mhm.
Um, so the movies that you're working on now, like, so you're in LA and you're doing like, you said you were on the Lincoln Lawyer Show. Is that what you said you
Yep.
were on? Yeah.
Mhm.
How's that experience?
Oh, that was amazing. I got to see how Hollywood do their thing, and they fed us good. Um, they gave us wardrobe. We had trailers and everything. Got dressed and very organized. They're using the top equipment. I love being a part of that, you know, and I was there for like 13 hours in chains like a prisoner. That's one of the reasons why I cut my hair, because I didn't want to get typecasted into a jail character.
No, man, you
So
look. That'd
I
be
love
cool. That'd be
acting
a
just
cool.
as
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool role, man. You do look. I've noticed something about you. I don't want to sound, but your skin looks all nice and clear, man. What's going on?
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You take care of yourself.
I guess so. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Is it that California sun, dude? Is that
I
California
think it's
sun?
the California sun. Yeah, very nutritious.
Yeah. The weather there, people. It does. I think the weather's a little bit, because here in Vegas is dry. We're
Yeah,
dry.
yeah.
And then you get that little bit of that humidity in LA and that sun, and you get that tank,
Hmm.
you get that healthy looking. So,
Yeah.
do you want to do any other more movies or shows
Oh,
or
oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, we got the Ain't Grown Yet movie that we working on, and I took on a different type of role where I'm a club owner, and he don't take no mess. His name is Rock. I like challenging myself into new roles. I don't always have to be the one to make the movie. I can be an actor too, and I like acting. I've actually been on since we talked last. I was on Divorce Court. I was on Judge Matthews, and I was doing that Ninja Warrior show and World Poker Tour again. I actually got on the commercial of the World Poker Tour this time. It's just staying busy, as they offer different jobs, I take them, and then I work on my stuff too when I can, and that's usually once a week where I can get out for 4 to 5 hours and just do some filming, and I just do it. I just go meet new people and interview them about where they're at, and maybe it'll help somebody down the line when they visit these places.
and 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 right now I notice there's a big trend, like on TikTok. There's a big trend on Instagram where people are like actually filming movies on
Mm.
social media. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and some of them are good and some of them are bad, but
Mm.
they're filming like a movie, and they're just throwing the clips in there, and they hook you
Yeah.
like as a hook, right? Like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's like, and you watch it and you're like, oh, this is kind of hokey, or whatever. But
Yeah, I think those are awesome. I got caught in a couple of those before. Like, okay, what's gonna happen?
yeah, I'm like going back. I'm going
Yeah,
back. It's kind of like, how like I think people are getting smarter, especially with the whole social media thing. Is there's like the 3-part, would do like a 3-part 1 2 3, kind of like those videos where like the cops, like when the cops catch you, you're like, they do a 3-part. But now people are actually creating movies, and actually I think people are creating even like they're like I think there's a lot of fake drama. You notice? Have you seen that before? Have you noticed? Can
yeah.
you tell when people are acting or not acting? Like, can you tell like this is real or not real?
Most of the time I can tell, but some people are really good at it, and sometimes they get me. I gotta look real closely to see if it's real or not. But most things you see on TV or social media is a production, and they're you know making it up. But there are some times where there's just some real live what's going on. Like people are just grabbing their phones and recording what's really going on out there sometimes.
And what do you think about the AI? All the new AI videos that are coming out. That's a whole different.
Oh man,
Like,
I think it's amazing. I
yeah,
love AI.
yeah,
I want to learn more, keep learning more about AI too, and I definitely use Chat GPT a lot.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Even when I'll think of some questions to ask on my documentary, and I'll pop
Mhm.
them in Chat GPT and say, "Can you make these questions more interesting?"
Yeah,
And it'll print me out some questions. I'll ask the questions, and people will go, "Man, that's a good question."
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, "Man, AI came up with that."
No, for sure.
You know?
AI is amazing. Like, so after we are done with this, I'll upload. I don't know if you know, but I'll upload this into an AI software,
Mhm.
and it'll like cut it up for me, and make it into like Instagram clips. So I'll send those to you when we're done. So it's
Awesome.
cool. So if you go
Yeah.
to some of my old like, so I posted into like the BSN4PROS. Then I have my own personal, but I want to keep. It's hard, you know. You want to manage. I want to manage my personal social media, and then I have like my interviews. Something I've always kept. I did a live this morning in one of my group, and I talked about like networking on social media. And then a couple of years ago, it was really good. I met a lot of great people. I met you. You know, I talked to you, and
Yeah.
and I would have to open the door. And of course, you come across some crazy people, like some crazy people. We all have. But I think I don't know. But right now, I feel like everyone's like in their own pocket or in their own world right now. Um, I don't know. It's harder for me. It's hard. It's easier for me to meet people in the real world versus like social media world. I don't know if it's AI. I don't know if it's um, people are just stuck in their own ways. I have no idea. But I'm just like networking for me now is become, or maybe it's me. I've just put more walls, and I'm tired of dealing with like you message me, Mo. I'm gonna reply. You know, I reply. Oh yeah, cool, bro. But because I wanted to catch up with you, but I get a lot of messages from like weird people all the time. Like I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I do too. I'm. It's just like when you meet people in real life. You know, you gotta. If you guys aren't like minded, you gotta go your separate ways. Some people have a hard time detaching from other people, and that's where the drama comes in. Um, but um, but you know, you don't have to like somebody to work with them, or you don't have to work with somebody that doesn't treat you right or doesn't talk to you right. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you gotta block button for a reason. You know what I mean? They created that block button for a reason. So when you find out, that it's like a giver and a taker. Can't you might have to block the taker if you're a giver. Taker might have to block the giver. So it's just fine tuning your network. You got to fine tune it as well as grow it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. Like, and there's a time on Facebook where like I was getting a lot of requests. I was accepting them, and then like I just stopped accepting requests, and then I'm like, there's too many people. I had to like dial it down and then just remove. And I, it's just a lot of these accounts were, or a lot of the people were, um, they just weren't authentic. They just weren't authentic. They just weren't authentic. I think I'm just trying to dial it down now to meet like more authentic people that are actually like meeting their goals or trying to reach their goals. And someone like yourself is amazing, man. Because I met you a while back. It's been almost like 4 years, maybe 5 years, 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years
yeah,
we've met, right? And you were starting off. You were filming here in Vegas, and you were doing this, and you're doing that, and then and you're still doing your passion, and then you have your goals, and you're like 100 movies. And I would like to like one day, like one day I have a feeling like I I don't know. I feel like there's these people like these little energy ball. Think about like a spear, right? And there's all these little souls and spirits. I think all of us are just kind of like going forward, and it's cool to see people like yourself. It's cool to see people that I've interacted and I've connected with, and you're still going rather than you never quit. You didn't say, I say, you know what, I'm just gonna like go work
yeah,
at go work. I'm gonna just go work at Marshalls. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
I have nothing wrong with that. But you didn't give up. You still, even if you have to, man. Even if you have to go work at the hamburger stand down the street, you're still
yeah.
working towards the goal.
Oh,
You're still
I'll Uber, Lyft, whatever I got to do.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
oh yeah.
yeah,
I was Ubering too. Like I remember during I did that job for a while, and I was delivering food and same thing, and we all go through ups and downs. So that's just kind of like hopefully somebody's watching this right now, and we'll watch the clips back and says, you know what, like these guys are still going, and I need to. I think that's kind of I'm always trying to figure out what my mission is, right? What my mission
yeah,
is while I do this, and it's kind of like just kind of I guess encouraging or just kind of keeping that connect. I think even just having that connection. I'm not here to encourage you. I'm not here to like motivate you, but it's cool to talk to people in the same like-minded people, right? That have the same ideas and then you have that conversation and you're like, cool, man. Like, it was cool to talk to Moe, and see you on Instagram, and you're like, man, this guy's doing his thing. He's out doing his thing, and to me, it helps me, like it keeps me going, and I see other people going, they're still going.
I got excited when I saw your you doing your jujitsu. I was like, oh man, I love it. I grew up doing taekwondo, but I've always been interested in jujitsu, and I said, that's my boy Benjamin, and you out there, you posting content with it. That inspired me. I was like, man, I haven't talked to Benjamin in a while. Let's see if he still wants to, do his podcast. I always remember your podcast being a great platform that people can, talk business on and talk, inspire one another. So I really enjoy BSN4PROS, and when I lost my page, I lost contact on Facebook, and that's where I really engaged at. But I'm now working more on the Instagram as well, so that's how I end up bumping back into you. So now I got you. I'm following you on my Facebook page, so I could keep tapped in with BSN4PROS, because I just remember that being a great networking environment, and that's the kind of people I want to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be. I don't want to be like an. There's a difference between I was looking at. I always reread my old posts, and I said I don't want to be an influencer. I want to be a leader. I think that's kind of my goal, and that leadership, and for me to like, I learned from a lot of people, and especially I work in luxury retail, and like I learned from you. Like I see you tell me, you're making movies. Like for me, like I couldn't deal with, man. I wouldn't have the patience to deal with all people and get them all together and try to make a movie. And I would just walk away, man. I would walk away. I said, I don't need to deal with this. And you like finish, because I understand. I work with people. I understand people, and if you work in retail, you know how people are, man. People like everyone's in their own. And then now they're like, oh, you're going to tell me what to do, and then you're going to tell me, whatever, and you have to manage it, and you have to finish your project. And this project, and you're not just like, you're on this, you're trying to create this film, this art, and you've completed. You have these 68 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Man, 68 films, man. Think about that's wild. Think about all the people you dealt with and all the. That's crazy, man.
My YouTube channel has over 2 million views, and that's just from I think that's a compound effect. Basically, all the content is being watched. Not everything is getting 1 million views, but some is getting 100,000, some is getting 20,000, some's getting 1,000. It's accumulating to 2 million views. I remember when it was at 500,000, I was like, man, if one person told another person, I'd be at 1 million. You know what I mean? And here I am years later at 2 million.
Yeah, it just compounds. I think you're absolutely right. I think I see the results from a lot of the content that and you get better. I think we get better and better and better the more you practice. It's not something I feel like people think they're going to do something great, like they're going to like do something amazing, and no, man. Like we've all like made a post and got 0. How many posts have you made? You got nobody.
Oh,
like,
man.
Nobody.
For years. I did that for years. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. And so over the years, I think what I've learned is how to make a movie with less people. Now I make these documentaries. It's me and my buddy Dirt Money. He reads the questions. I film it. I edit it. My DJ makes some music, put it in the background, and then we meet new people and we interview them right there. You know what I mean? Where they're at. So they can say yes or no. They want to interview. The people that say yes, guess what? They made it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
streamline a new process of making a movie without having to have millions of dollars to make it, having weeks and weeks of filming. I'm doing this and filming in 1 day, 1 or 2 days, and then a week later, I have a product that people want to see, and they want to see themselves on that product too.
That's awesome. That's
so
awesome.
I'm excited.
Well, let's give a shout out to all your platforms that people can find you, my man. I think people should know where they can find you.
Yeah, follow us on YouTube, Fireproof TV Hollywood. It's a channel that has been curated over the years and years and years of productions, micro productions, movies. We got music videos, TV shows, skits, everything you can think of is on that channel. It would take you months and months to be able to get through the channel, or maybe even years. You know, there's over, I think, 6,000 different titles on there. It's just a channel curated by myself and you know, over the years with people that I've met. I just, you know, want people to subscribe and enjoy the content, and, you know, maybe one day being on the content, being on the channel, you know what I mean? If I'm in your city making a documentary. And also you can follow me on Instagram at Moe McCoy. That's MoeMoneyMcCoy. Facebook is Earl Hempstead. It's Earl Hempstead. And I have a like page for Moe McCoy.
Man, these guys, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know these guys. Yeah. All right, man, it's good catching up, brother. Definitely, let's keep up the base. If you want to do another live anytime, just let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and just upload it later on, and I'll send you some messages, and I'll see if I can email it to you or text. You have iPhone, right? You have an iPhone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I have your phone number, so I'll just text it to you, and then you can just upload those on your Instagram.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Anybody else, you know, any of my friends, you know, watch, they're like, oh, this is cool. Ben's doing cool. Yeah, if you watch, I have, you know, they're just, it's an AI clipper that just clips them up, pops them up, and just busts them all out for you. I don't have to do it. I have to do a little bit of editing, but, you know, it's nothing too much. You know, I still have the software, and I use it. I'm still trying to for my jiu-jitsu. I don't want it to be like an instructional kind of story. It's not instructionals. I want it to be more of, because what it is I want my private jiu-jitsu classes are more like guys that are just like us, man. They're us, you know, they're just us. They got shit going on in their lives. They got struggles. They can't go train. I personally, like, my life has changed so much where I can't go train like I used to. Like I was telling these guys, I used to train 3 to 4 times a week from like 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I'm 47 years of age, man. Like, I can't do that. You know, I got kids, I got family. So, yeah, it's just us guys, you know, trying to, you know, get away and trying to improve and get better, man. That's all it is. All right, brother. We'll keep in touch, and then let's talk soon. All right.
Okay. All right, bro.
All right, brother. All right. Take care.
Have a good one.